Hi everyone, Ruby Retrograde Tarot and Tea here, and what will we be sipping on today? It is day 20 of 31 days of Tarot Ethony's challenge. For day 20, the question is, if you don't like a specific card in the deck, does it ruin the whole deck for you? The day before on day 19 was what cards do you specifically look for in a deck? And I had shown a few of them. I believe I've shown pretty much all of these cards that you see here. And so it would only make sense that if those same decks that I look for, if I don't like them, I don't like how they're drawn or whatever else. Well, it would make sense that, yeah, for me, if I don't like certain cards, in particular these 8 ones here, there it's pretty much a 90%, 99% chance that I will not get the deck. Uh, so here, just in case you're not recognizing them right away. So we have Strength, Temperance, Sun card, the Emperor, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Empress. And I've put these cards here in about the order of how, like, the in my head, the weighted system of how likely I am to get a deck is based on how much I like these 8 cards. But if I were to make a top 8, you would have the Strength in first position, and then the Empress at eighth position. So if by the time I get to that 8th card, I still don't like the deck, it's very, very likely that I will not get the deck anyways. Now, like I shown on the previous video, there are some decks where sometimes some cards like the Tower, what else? The Magician card, the Moon card. Sometimes it'll be other cards that'll jump at my attention, and I might give the deck a little bit more of a chance. But yeah, pretty much the final decision depends on these 8 here. Now, I've just grabbed the classic Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Just, I didn't want to pull out every single card. But definitely, if the Strength, I gel with it. Temperance, Sun card, Emperor. These, I guess, act all like confirmation to me that I'll be able to connect with the deck. That's how I can kind of explain it, other than I like these 8 ones in particular. A lot of, because as much grains of sands there are on the beach, there's so many ways of one could go and interpret these cards here, and all the cards in the tarot deck. But to me, it's kind of in my head when I'm looking at a new deck and I'm considering buying it. It's kind of like a eight-way factor that for sure, yeah, I'll like the deck because I'll enjoy looking at these cards in particular. For sure, I do want to enjoy looking at all the cards, but these 8 ones in particular, I guess these would be the 8 key points upon which I can connect with a deck, or I will very easily connect with a deck. Now, if I were to buy a deck where I'm so about these cards, I probably would be able to read with them, but I might not enjoy it as much as if I really, really, I'm drawn with the art. I'm when I look at the cards, I'm excited, and it's like my mind is ready, my everything is ready, my mind, my heart, the mental state is there for me to read the cards. Now, I said earlier, 99% of chance that I won't buy it. There is one exception to the fact that I did not necessarily like the versions of these cards that I seen, but I ended up buying it because I guess part it's hype, and part I was so intrigued, and the premise was so interesting that I wanted in. And that's I'm sure you've heard of it. That's the Alleyman tarot. That was a Kickstarter that made it was a huge buzz, and it was after that campaign closed, it was just the biggest campaign, terror related campaign, and the most funded campaign, and all the most and most and most and that you could possibly want. So that was one where I don't remember exactly which card that I was ambivalent on out of these top 8, but the premise, that, and just the way that the Kickstarter was laid out, it swayed me. And it's not also on top of that, it's the fact that each card is pretty much from a different deck. And I had mentioned this in previous video. I don't necessarily like collaborative decks, but I really went all in with Aaaand. But that is besides the point. In short, if I particularly do not like how these cards, and I believe I'm looking quickly, I have like a majority of them are major card, part of the major arcana. Yeah, 6 of them. So 6 of them, it's already, you're 4 or 5 cards away from half of the major arcana. If I'm not vibing with what could almost be half of the major arcana, then it's not boding well for the rest of the cards. So all in all, yes, if I don't like a particular deck, I think the one, if the first impression card, that I will call it, so the card that when I see it, if I like it, I spend more time checking it out. If I don't like it, I might just move on right away, not even bother. It's definitely a toss-up between the strength card and the temperance card. If I don't like one and or don't like the other, I might not spend much more time, reading more about that deck that I'm searching up. But then again, I try to give a chance to everything, because you never know. So sometimes it's meant to come to your way for a reason or whatever. But definitely these two would say they would be clutch, and then the rest kind of follow along. So what about you guys? Do you have any cards in particular in your that if you don't like it, it's a no-go, or it's a you're on thin ice before I give you away, or I just don't buy you? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, thank you so much for spending some time with me and hanging out, and goodbye everyone.